Hi everybody, Kanmika here, and it's time for our daily reading. Right, so just remember that this is a general reading, and if it doesn't resonate for you, just leave it here for the next person. And yes, just kind of enjoy, take from it what resonates with you, and have a wonderful day further. So what I do want to ask is, would you guys mind just leaving a comment and telling me if maybe I should bring back the weekly readings as well? I was wondering if you guys would want the weekly readings as well as the daily readings. Today we're using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, which is, as you guys know, one of my favorite decks. Interesting fact, my dad actually bought me this deck more than 10 years ago. I think it was around 2013, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was 2013. So this deck has been with me for quite a while, and the messages are popping up. So let's start. The first card we've got is Death. Beautiful card to start off with. And today I'm seeing it as a new beginning. So what I'm getting here is everything's kind of coming to a close. Everything is now at an end. You've made so many changes in your life. You've had so many endings, and now it's just kind of all wrapping up. There's a lot of new beginnings coming. I can see it's coming in about 3 weeks' time, but today you should be getting a lot of news, or maybe even yesterday you would have gotten some news about a new beginning popping up. And that's a great thing. It's you're in a new cycle, you're in a metamorphosis, you are changing quite significantly and quite quickly. Mindsets changing, situations changing. And yes, it's quite a nice time of year for you. It might not completely feel like it because of the endings, but when we look at the cycle and the metamorphosis, you are finally getting the opportunity to shine. You're finally getting the opportunity to spread your wings and fly, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So happy butterflies for all of you guys. Right, next up, we have the Five of Wands. And when we start looking at the Five of Wands, there's still a little bit of an inner fight going on. I'm getting a bit of conflict surrounding you with people maybe that you would consider your family. And what I'm getting today is this isn't a bad conflict. The people that's kind of going like this at you are people who actually care. So it's coming from quite a beautiful space, quite a lovely space, good intentions. So don't be too hard on them. Don't feel too strained by everybody kind of fighting with you a little bit, because all in all, they're doing it for all of the right reasons. And maybe you should think of it more as they care about you rather than they're fighting with you today. It's more of wanting to give you a bit of an intervention, giving you a little bit of reality check. So don't feel like you are being attacked. It is not an attack. It is actually just people caring. It's people caring. It's good intentions. Right, that brings us to the Nine of Cups. And we've got the Nine of Cups there, and you're so filled with ideas, and you're moving towards your goals. And I can see there's a huge want to be completely independent, and that is coming for you. But be careful, because with independence in this way, don't become a full-out workaholic. Still let others in, because otherwise you're going to be sitting there with this table and everything that you've achieved, but you will be sitting there all alone. So don't cut people out, don't hermit quite that much, don't become a workaholic, and forget to have some fun with the people who actually love you and with the people that you love. Bring us next up to the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is all about balance today, and she's sitting in front of those pillars showing severity and it's showing mercy, and she is saying to you that, you know what, You need to find some balance in your life. It's not very balanced. You need to start listening to your sixth sense, your intuition, to your inner voice. You haven't been listening to that. Everything's been very logical, everything's been very physical, but you're going into a space where you have kind of lost your spirituality a little bit, so to speak. And you actually need to get back to looking at your spirituality as well, because that's also important. You need to start listening to yourself, listening to your inner voice, listening to your heart, so to speak. So start getting back to that. Now is the time for the high priestess to step into your life. Today is that day where you go, like, instead of making the logical decision, start using your intuition and feel what is right. And just remember that light doesn't always bring good, that just as darkness doesn't always equate to evil. So not everything is always what it seems. If you look at it from a logical perspective, sometimes you do need that little bit of intuition, and it doesn't always make logical sense. Bringing us to the 10 of Swords. Okay, so this one is saying, and I'm getting this very much as this is a work situation, more of a colleague type of thing, but you need to be very careful of a backstabber. Keep your ideas and where you're moving towards in the future quite close to yourself. Don't share it with anybody. There's certain people who really dislike your guts for various reasons. So just be careful. Keep your dreams and your ideals and your goals very close to yourself as you're moving forward today, because you know what, not everybody wants to see the sunshine. And you bring us our very last card, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Such a beautiful card, and it says, you know what, your goals are set, and you're building quite a nice foundation, and before long you'll be sitting on the throne, you'll be on top of it. Just keep on going. Just remember, it's going to take a little bit of a while, and you're going to need to be dominant in order to get what you want out of life. You're going to have to make your voice be heard. But yes, that's that for today's reading. And if you want a personal reading, please give a DM. All my love to each of you. Bye.